Aloha friends, it's Keegan here beside the Boca Bay on a white-skied winter day in Herceg-Novi, Montenegro. In case you don't know, that's the little country just south of Croatia, and I've been here since the 8th. Today's the 20th, 2025, or as I've heard it called, 2020 Thrive. Time for us to step into our true vision for our life, to live the experiences that we so desire to live and manifest them, dream them awake. So that's why I'm here exploring the beautiful Balkans, reconnecting with my European ancestry. And although I don't have Balkan roots specifically, I do have Russian and Polish ancestors, and this morning I went to a Montenegrin, Serbian, Bosnian, Croatian. These languages are all very similar. I went to a one-on-one lesson with somebody that I met, and there's a lot of similarities also in the words with Russian language, which I studied a little bit. So I'm excited to be connecting with these old world roots and to share that journey and the perspective, as always, that we are in fact naturally a benefit. Humanity at the core, each of us, we come from indigenous roots of deep connection with the earth, with the spirits, and the plants and animals, our non-human relatives. There's a reason that the foundations of Western culture, the Bible, talks about man having dominion over the beasts of the field, because we have the capacity to think into the future, to plan and organize, and it gives us a tremendous advantage and potential to be a blessing, to perform permaculture design. And on the flip side, it gives us the thing is we get a confused identity, and we start to hurt ourselves because we think that we are separate from the rest of nature. But when we're hurting nature, we're hurting ourselves down the road, and immediately, we're all one on this earth. So this is the shift in consciousness that we are, on our way through since the dawning of the age of Aquarius came along in the 1970s, and people started realizing, oh wait, we need to stop and think and take some turtle medicine of what the great Earth Mother Turtle truly needs, and our ability to design that into our daily lives. Permanent culture, the culture that will last. Permaculture originally was conceived as a garden and homestead design, so it was considered permanent agriculture. But another way to think of it is permanent agriculture. What are the agreements that we have in place, with the divine, with ourselves, like through our own self-talk? We're creating our belief system, which there's 3 steps to creation: believe, perceive, achieve. What we believe, we start to perceive, and when we keep along that path, it's achieved. So are we believing, perceiving, and achieving beneficial steps and beneficial concepts of ourselves, moving into our natural role as land stewards, as guardians, and responsible and therefore free individuals? This is what I realized this year more than ever before, this last year. is that we need to take self-responsibility in order to achieve freedom. Self-governance, self-discipline is directly equivalent to freedom. Why? Because organization, organ systems of our organisms, everything in nature is fundamentally organized. It's got structure and it's got rules, natural law. And if we don't choose and implement the rules and self-govern, then it's gonna be done for us by somebody else. And so really, if we want to be the captains of our ships and the masters of our souls, we have to take the time and spend the energy to develop self-governance, self-discipline, and become conscious of our self-talk. If we're doing it unconsciously, then basically somebody else is doing it, because there's all these messages coming through the media, cultural memes, cultural habits, religious doctrines, which turn into political doctrines, which are vying for control over our minds. The word government means mind control. But self-governance is us taking responsibility and taking care of ourselves, which includes taking care of the earth, because she's our mother and she gives us our sustenance. And our sustenance takes the form not only of food, but of healthy relationships, which are a necessity for us as human beings. So 2020 Thrive is all about conscious design for fulfilling relationships, us learning to self-govern and learning to share, and sharing in order to learn. So that's why I'm here on the video, to share, to learn, to grow, to teach. Each one teach one, and the moon and the sun, and this year's just begun, but it's gonna be a ton of fun. Lots of love to you. Tune in soon. Catch more of these wisdom moments. And send a message. Send a like. Send a heart. Send it for 2025. Love you guys. Be well.